Always. Thank you. All right. Joining us now with reaction, new to the Fox family, the Ruthless podcast, Josh Holmes, comfortably smug, or better known as Smug, Michael Duncan, John Ashbrook. Guys, good to see you. Smug, I want to start with you. Why do they call you Smug? What's up with that?
Well, it's an online nickname. It's off of a Comfortably Numb song by Pink Floyd, band I'm sure you also enjoy.
I do. You know, you guys have done so phenomenally well. Let me get your take. Josh, we'll ask you this question. How come the left never talks about the victims of Joe Biden's wide open borders? All the people murdered, raped, victims of violent crime. Why don't they talk about known terrorists in the country? Why don't they talk about cartel members, gang members? How do you become the party of Abrego Garcia?
Yeah, because they've built a constituency around it, right? I mean, I don't know how much more disrespect of law enforcement that you could have as a political party. Everything from defund the police to now you're seeing known acts of terror carried out against people trying to keep us safe from the left, progressive left. I think you'd be blind, deaf, and dumb not to recognize that there is an active, very aggressive, violent front on the progressive left now, and that's like governing what is the energy behind the Democratic Party. It is sad, it is sick, but it is reality. And that's what you see, you know, the Hunter Biden thing. Good Lord. I mean, you listen to what Democrats say on a day-to-day basis, they probably think he's a straight shooter with upper management potential at this point. I mean, a couple of F-bombs and completely wild lefty takes, and that's what they want. They say they want.
Yeah, it's a good point. Michael, let's get your take.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the era of Donald Trump that Democrats have got more radical, and they have, like Holmes said, that constituency in the Democratic base that wants things like Hamas, that wants things like open borders, that wants their elected officials to attack ICE and get arrested. That is a direct quote from a poll from congressional Democrats complaining about their own constituency. That's who these people are. In the era of Donald Trump, they've just gotten so bad.
They really are. John, I'll ask you too. Same question, but I just sit back in amazement. There's been no course correction. They still, to this day, cannot figure out why they lost. They don't understand most parents don't want tampons in boys' bathrooms in grade school. Most Americans, well, that's why we call them Tampon Tim. Most Americans don't want to pay for sex change operations for illegals or give them free college tuition, which is what Tim Walz and Kamala Harris ran on. This is not that hard. Most parents would like to instill values in their own children than have some government bureaucrat dictate what those values are. It's not that complicated.
No, it's not complicated at all. They've absolutely lost their minds, Sean. You played all this video of Hunter Biden's lunacy. One thing stuck out to me. It was when he said that his dad was on Ambien during the debate. He's trying to get us to believe that. I'm old enough to remember when Fox's Emma Colton asked the Biden campaign the day before that debate whether he would be on drugs. Do you know what the Biden campaign said to him, Sean? They said that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. And then the day after the debate, somebody asked Karine Jean-Pierre whether or not he was drugged during that debate, and she said no. So I'm not sure who to believe. I tell you, I don't believe any of the Bidens. I don't believe any of the people who work for them. I don't believe anybody on the left because, like you say, Sean, the left is trying to drive this country into the dirt.
Sean, his nickname is Sleepy Joe. I do not believe that Joe Biden needs to be medicated to fall asleep.
He would fall asleep on stage in the middle of a speech. All right. In one word, I'll ask all of you. Smug, we'll start with you. You guys are crushing it in your podcast. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Or one word, one sentence, whatever comes to mind. Why are you guys doing so well? Why is this podcast resonating so much?
Humor. It's because every day for years, the Democrats have told this country the sky is falling. You're all going to die. Global warming is going to ruin your life. And we tell people things are going to be okay, and we have a good time doing it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, Sean. Yeah, go ahead.
I would say it's audience. You know, we try to do what Fox does and always put the audience first, interact with the audience, listen to them, and that helps inform us and make us smarter at our day job.
Josh,
Sean, I would say that we spend a lot of time listening to the greats like Sean Hannity, and their blood runs through our fingertips, and their song is in our soul. And we do absolutely everything we can to emulate the man.
We're not above it, John. We're not above
I'm in on that joke,
I would
too.
add, I would add authenticity, right? It's something that you've brought to your audience now for a long time. I think it's something that we can do in a long form in podcasts where you're not looking for a soundbite that nobody believes anyway. You want to know the core, the what makes people tick type thing, and that's what we try to specialize here.
You guys, honestly, that last statement, Josh, you really nailed it, because you will never be successful, in my view, in broadcasting until you find your voice. You guys found it way faster than I found my voice. Some of you weren't born when I started, so we'll leave it there. Appreciate you all being with us. Thank you. Man. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.